Hey guys, Ed Huff from Full Blown Customs. What Ben's going to do here is spray oven cleaner on the existing pinstripes that we have on this bike. Now this is part of a video that we're doing for Complete Guide to Paint Your Bike. And this is just part of a clip out of it. But we're going to show you the process of what we do to remove pinstripes on an existing clear coat. We're going to go ahead and start on the front. First thing to do is mask it off so you don't get all the residue on the rest of the bike. We're just going to try to keep it to a minimum. What we're going to use is an oven cleaner, and we just squirt a coat across the entire surface like where all the pinstripe is, and then we're going to let it set for about 10 minutes and then we'll wipe that off. This is just an oven cleaner that we're using on this. It doesn't matter what the brand is. You see the cleaner working right there. It's been about 3 minutes now. Ben's going around and just masking off all the areas that we're going to be working on. This has about 8 spots that has feathers on it that he wants off. You definitely don't want to get this on the chrome. That's why we're masking everything off now. Because what will happen is it'll leave little spots on your chrome. So make sure you guys get everything masked off on your bike before you do this. Ain't that right, Ben?
That's right.
Alright, we've waited about 5 minutes and Ben's going to go ahead and start wiping it off. You can see how much it eats it. You can see we're going to have to do this a couple times because this has been on here several years and it's pretty thick. But we'll just wipe all this off, clean it up, and then we'll spray it on one more time. You see the thicker stuff up here at the top. I didn't really want to take it off on the first wipe, so we sprayed it one more time. We're going to let it set about 5 minutes and do it again. Alright, we've waited about 5 minutes, we're ready to do it again. You see it starts taking a lot more off the second time. These have been on here for several years, so we might even have to do it a third time. There's a lot of different oven cleaners that you can use. We like using Easy Off. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but it just seems to be a cleaner that we like to use. It works the best. Some of the lower end ones don't seem to work as good. We'll go ahead and spray it one more time. This is actually the third time we've sprayed this one. As you can see in this picture, how it's starting to really eat into the pinstripe. Ben's going to go ahead and wipe it off here. Really cleans it up nicely. Wiping it off for the third time. This pretty much should take it all the way off. There might be a little residue left, but we'll be able to clean that up with one last spray. All the different ways I've tried removing it before, this seems to work the best. Make sure you guys wear gloves when you do this. You guys can see in this picture just how important it is to make sure you mask off everything, because all that residue would be all over his chrome now. That's why we've masked it off completely all the way around the entire bike. Huh, Ben?
That's right.
This is why we're going to have to buff it off. As you can see in the fiberglass about right there. You can see what I'm talking about, all these spots here. We're going to actually probably sand this with 2000 grit and then just run a buffer back across it. Go ahead and remove all the paper, and then we're going to use waterborne cleaner, and it wipes off the residue really nice. We'll just clean it all up, and then we're going to put a buffer on a couple spots. Doesn't look like we're going to hardly have to buff too much of it. Now we're just going to water sand with 1500. Just a couple areas that look like that where the pinstripe was at, impregnated into the other existing clear coat. So we're just going to sand that down a little bit, and then we'll run a buffer across it. Now we're just going to use some spray and shine and a microfiber rag, wipe it all down. Should be good to go. We just showed you how to remove the pinstripes on this bike. Now that's just one part of a clip out of my complete guide to paint your bike. There's actually volume 1, volume 2, and possibly going to be a volume 3. But I'd like to take an opportunity here and tell you guys about a book that Ben and I are writing right now. It's called Tricks of the Trade. And now it's not just about little issues of removing pinstripe. It's about doing something with restoration, body shop collision repair, everything. It's just a wide spectrum covering automobiles and different tricks that we use and have used and talked to different, like old timers. I'm an old timer, but there's even older people than me. But anyway, talking to some old timers that have been in this business forever that I used to work for, that some tips and tricks that they've came up with, and little things. I'll give you an example. One day I was trying to take a door handle off an old Chevelle. Didn't have the correct tool. The guy took his shoestring, stuck it around there, snapped off the clip. And I'm looking at it and it's like, what? But anyway, that's just one little tip, but this book's going to be full of them. And it should be done, I'm hoping, here in the next couple months. But stay looking out for it. It'll be coming up on our website at fullblowncustoms.com.